Well, felt like I played in that one. I was ringing with sweat kind of game. But I think we came out to start the game with a lot of intensity. I don't know why. We were finally playing at home, and we got our home crowd, but didn't think we had a lot of juice. Tulane probably had something to do with that. But offensively, the first half, I thought we struggled in a lot of areas. But thought the second half, much better job. We got good looks at the basket, shot a very high percentage the second half, and we had 20 assists, I think, on 22 field goals. So. We got some. Jonte was terrific offensively for us. He continues to play really, really well. I thought Darius did some nice things for us. But they're a unique team to have to prepare for and play. They play four guards. They get you spread out. They can drive the ball to the basket. Did a good job in this game of not fouling too much. We got to the foul line a lot more than they did, and that was big for us in the game because they make more foul shots than their opponents have attempted. And that's pretty incredible considering they're not a very big team. So, but they've been able to do that in their game. So, good win, good to get a first conference win, and good to be back home.
No doubt. The game was in the balance there, tied 66-66. You closed the game with a 10-1 run. The defense really locked in, I thought, in that last minute, too. Could you just talk about the job your team did there?
Well, we did a good job defensively. I thought, the play of Aaron Strong was big in this game. He did a great job on Timmons for the majority of the game. That was the matchup we were really concerned about coming into the game, and I thought he did a terrific job. And then in the second half, I thought, when shots were attempted by Tulane, he seemed to, in the second half, come down with every big rebound. He had 9 rebounds in the basketball game, and I thought he just did a lot of nice things. Had a big 3 in the second half for us, and was really active defensively and on the glass.
You had a 9-point win with 9 less field goal opportunities, but your team seemed to get to the line a lot more.
Well, we wanted to go inside out in this game. We did have a size advantage on them in there, and that's where we wanted to attack them. And Morrow got to the foul line a bunch tonight, 7 times. Jonte off the bounce a little bit, but it's good finally to get to the free throw line a bunch. And we shot 73% from the line and made him at the end too, which was key. So we've been in a ton of close games. It seems. I told the guys before the season started, we'd have, probably, 18 of our games with 5 minutes to go will be plus or minus 6 or 7 points. And you look at the last 6 or 7 that we've had, and they've all been that way. So nice to finally come out on top and win.
The 9-7. Can you evaluate this team a little more now that you've been in there half a season?
Well, I think we have our good. We have still some Achilles heels. There's no doubt about it, and we got to find a way to get Brock back healthy and playing. To be where we are right now without a guy who's a first-team all-conference player really. Struggling through his injuries is remarkable. But we've had some other guys step up, and we need to continue to have some of our bench play step up, and we got to stretch now. We were in a stretch. We played 5 games in 5 weeks, and now we got 4 in 8 days. So we're going to have to rely on some of these guys coming off the bench here to give us some minutes and do something positive and help the team get better when they get in the game. So. I thought some guys did that tonight. I thought Chad Wynn gave us a nice lift. Wakefield got in and made a big shot and defended pretty well. So that was a positive thing for those guys getting in. Robert Sampson did some good things when he was in there.
Talk about UAB real quick coming up. Quick turnaround, and you got another tough conference.
Well, yeah, and UAB is, when you talk about Conference USA, you talk about Memphis, but you all got to throw UAB in there, and they've been a team that's has some tradition. They're used to winning. They've played big people on the road, and they're unique too. In one day to get ready, they got a 5-man, and Cameron Moore can shoot the 3. They've got the nation's leading assist man at point guard in Johnson, who is a heck of a player and a guy who can get into a seam and find people, and probably one of the best wing scorers that we would have faced all year long in Sanders. So really difficult team to have to play. They're very athletic, well coached. They defend. So competition again. In one day to prepare. They got a tough stretch here where they got to travel. I guess all day. They play Tulsa, I believe, right, Jody, tonight. But be another tough test for us, and hopefully, we'll get them here at home. We'll have a great crowd, and we'll play well.
You just mentioned that, and I wanted to ask you about it too. It had to feel good to be home again, win, lose, or draw, but to do it this way in front of what I thought was a really good crowd today. Could you talk about that?
Had a great crowd. I mean, they probably had to had to buy the programs again to figure out who the players were. We were gone for so long, but it's a fun place to play. I mean, it really is. And we actually practiced with crowd noise for Memphis, but we also practice with crowd noise for because it gets loud in here, and being able to communicate there, and that's pretty neat. And our students came out again, and that's nice to see. And hopefully, we'll have a good crowd here on Monday, which I know we will.